Alright guys, let me show you something real quick. You know how every website these days wants you to create an account, emails, password, confirm password, verification email, newsletter that you didn't even ask for. All that whole extravaganza. And if you're like most people, you either reuse the password everywhere, which is dangerous, or you forget half of those passwords and keep resetting them every single week. That's why today we are talking about Proton Pass, which is something I've genuinely started using because the life you are living online now is getting really wild. That is basically the mess Proton Pass is trying to clean up, and I'm gonna show you exactly how. Let's go. So this is their website. I'm not gonna rush anything here. I just want to walk you through it the same way I did when I first checked it out. So the first thing you'll notice is this. Proton Pass is the same company behind Proton Mail, Proton VPN, and all privacy focused stuff. It's a Swiss-based and they are very serious about security. Scrolling back up, you'll see trusted by over 100 million people and businesses. That already tells you that this isn't some random password manager that just popped out last month. And you'll see reviews from places like ZDNet, Linux Tech Tips, Digital Trends. So yeah, people who are actually testing tech use this. Now, what Proton Pass basically does is simple on the surface. It stores your password and logs you in automatically. But the real value is how it does that and what else it adds on top. As I scroll right back up here, you will see that they split it into personal and business. For personal use, the idea is straightforward. Keep your password safe, log in instantly, sync across devices. But what caught my attention is this line here. Enterprise level security for everyday life. That's not just a fancy sentence. What they mean is end-to-end encryption with zero knowledge. In simple terms, your passwords are encrypted on your device before they ever leave it. Even Proton can't see them. So if someone hacks a server somewhere, there's nothing readable to steal. Now look at this section. Autofill, which access your data from anywhere, safeguard collaboration, stay ahead of threats. And if I scroll further down, you'll see features like email aliases, password generation, breach alerts, passkey, two-factor authentication, secure sharing. This is where it stops being just another password manager. Now, let me show you what this looks like in actual use. First thing first, you click on Get Proton Pass right up here, and as you guys are seeing, I've already created an account, so I won't go through the sign up screen anymore. But the process is simple. After you click Get Proton Pass, create your account, then install the browser extension. Once the extension is installed, you pin it to your browser. That's important because that's where the magic happens. So let's assume you've done that already. This is what you see. Now I'm going to sign up a page on another website called Todoist. I click inside the mail field and immediately Proton Pass pops up. This is where things get interesting. Instead of just autofilling my real email, it gives me an option to hide my email. So rather than giving Todoist my real Gmail account, Proton Pass generates a unique alias for this site. That alias forwards message to my real inbox, but the website never sees my actual email. So if they ever get breached, sell data, or start spamming, my real image stays untouched. And you can see it right here on the screen. An alias created specifically for this site. Next, I click on password field. Proton Pass instantly suggests a strong password, long, random, impossible to guess. I don't need to think, I don't need to remember anything. I just click, and once I sign up, Proton Pass immediately asks if I want to save the login. That's it. So from now on, whenever I come back to this site, it logs me in automatically. Now, let me open the Proton Pass extension so that you can see what's happening behind the scene. You can see the saved login, the aliases used, where emails are forwarded, and notes about where the account was created. Everything is organized, everything is searchable. If I ever want to turn off an alias, delete it, or stop emails from coming through, I can do that instantly. Another thing I like is breach monitoring. If your email shows up in a known data breach somewhere, Proton Pass alerts you immediately so you can change that password before things go sideways. Most people don't find out until their account is already compromised. Now, let's go back to the site. Scrolling further, you see passkeys. This is basically the future of logins. No password, phishing resistance, more secure. You will also see secure sharing, which is useful if you ever need to share a login with family or a team member without exposing the actual password. And if you are running a business, Proton Pass has shared vaults, admin controls, access logs, and policies. But that's a whole separate conversation. There's one thing I want to highlight before wrapping this up. This actually has a free plan. You don't need to pay to get started. You can create an account, install the extension, start using aliases, save passwords, and see if it fits workflow. And if you want advanced feature, that's where the paid plan comes in. So yeah, that's Proton Pass. Not flashy, not loud, just one of those tools that quietly makes your online life safer without getting in your way. If you've ever reused password, dealt with spam, or worried about data leaks, this is worth checking out. I'll leave the link in the description, and now you know exactly how it works because you've seen it on screen. So guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'm gonna have to see you in the next one. Peace out.